Sonic Rush is probably one of my favorite DS games that came out in 2005. Playing this game so long ago just was just all around a good time. My job right today is to analyze it and all the gameplay. To start out, the opening level, it doesn't really give you any like instructions. It just pushes you forward with the animation and everything, and then you get set on like different various paths right after that, between two different paths you can take. Along those paths you take like little loopy-loops and collect coins along the way. A feature they didn't really tell you about in the game's opening is that there's a trick feature that you can do by spamming the jump button while you're in the air, and it'll get you more points to build your boost gauge. And with the boost gauge, if you get like max boost, you can like boost for like quite a bit of time. Along the way, you'll end up going against various robots, bounces. You can even like backtrack if you wanted to. But the game at a certain point will push you back forward so you can know that you're going the right way. Since it is a DS game, they decided to use the stylus feature. And with this feature, you're basically just running and collecting coins as you go. Along the way, you'll find like a little like spike obstacles that's in the way, but they won't be much of a big thing. Your objective for the minigame is to mostly just collect all the coins you can, and then at the end you'll get a set emerald for the stage. And with that emerald, it doesn't really tell you right away, but you're just collecting for right now. There's two challenges to get the limit of coins that you're supposed to get in order to get the emerald. All in all, this minigame is very good for it to be made for the DS and everything. Especially when all they tell you is just collect coins. It doesn't tell you what to do with the emerald afterwards. As you know, for Sonic games, it's like 7 emeralds for you to collect. So it's in the first stage you'll get one, and then I guess in the second stage you'll get one as well. And then once you're out of the mini game, you just go back into the world and continue racing to get to the goal. The sound quality is very good for this game. Makes you really like, even the speed boost sound makes it sound like that you're actually breaking a sound barrier at a push of a button. And then the victory screen plays like a victory music and have Sonic dancing while tallying up your points and giving you a letter grade. It's all satisfying once you get that A. A B is kind of like, oh man, I could have done better. Then right after you get the letter grade, you go right to the next level. No content after that, which is pretty fair for a Sonic game since you just want to keep running. The use of the split screen feature just makes it to where you just see like more of the area vertically. At the end of the second level, you run into like a little cutscene type thing where a ball chases you down, but it won't attack you. Just makes you want to push forward, keep going forward, not go back. After the first two stages for Sonic Rush, you end up going against Dr. Eggman, which is the boss, and he basically introduces like the main core of the game, which is to race through a couple of levels of the set stage and then go against the boss. Now for this boss fight, it opens up with a cutscene of Dr. Eggman and Sonic going back and forth, and Dr. Eggman doing like a glimpse of his big plan that he's gonna have throughout the game, which builds the story for it. And of course, Sonic's just here to like wreck his day and stop his whatever plans from ever happening. In this boss fight, you start off on a single platform, and you can't go anywhere except back and forth, but you end up getting coins to keep you alive. A good thing that this game does, it shows without actually telling the player what to do. It like shows the player how to damage Dr. Eggman. And for this, in the first fight you do, you end up had to hit him on the dome, but you have to figure it out by looking at the flashing light that's on the glass part of Dr. Eggman's current vehicle that he's in. There's a time limit, of course, for every Sonic level. But not a time limit, a stopwatch to see how fast you actually can do this certain level. I know for the boss fights, it's like random interactions to a certain point. So you can't really see how fast you go because like each attack and damage phase is kind of just based on like whatever Eggman wants to do. Another good thing that all Sonic games do, I think, is once you hit 100 rings, you'll end up getting another life, which is definitely rewarding. It makes you want to collect all the rings that you possibly can, so you can have almost infinite lives. When you die in the game, it makes like the drowning effect, I would say, like boom boom, and that sound just lets you know that, oh yeah, Sonic just died. Try not to do it again. Another great thing is that Sonic has like voice lines as well as Dr. Eggman, Tails. And once you get to Blaze Cat, that's voice lines for her as well. Another good thing about this game is that the viewpoints and where in the boss fight, if like focus on like when Dr. Man's doing like a big boy attack, you focus in on him rather than Sonic. And then when Dr. Eggman is doing his roly poly attack, it focuses on Dr. Eggman, so you know, so it tells Sonic that he's coming in his direction and you want to get out the way. Another thing you see in Sonic is that he has different jump heights that you can control by either tapping or holding the button, which makes him go like a certain set height. I would say max height is like jumping over Dr. Eggman, in which you see in the boss fight is like the highest he can go in one jump. Another thing is when he crouches, he can charge up his attack, or charge up his boost so he can go faster right off the gate and doesn't have to reaccelerate after running. Another beautiful thing about this Sonic game is that all the animations are very prominent. You can see Sonic bouncing if he has when he's on animation. You see Dr. Eggman's like when he's going in for a big boy attack. That's like a great wind up that he does. Even when he's doing roly poly attack, everything just connects so well. The background is very nice as well. Can't really, Sonic doesn't blend in at all. Neither does any of the enemies that you can beat. After you beat the boss fight and go through the cutscene, you'll eventually get to the main level selection part of the game. And at the same point, you get introduced to Tails, Sonic's companion. And Tails just becomes your little guide while you're playing the game. At the same point, you do get to play as Blaze the Cat, but you don't really get told that you don't get told how to switch to her unless you go back to that main menu. And from there, just go on to the next stage. And after Zone 1 would be Zone 2, which is the water area that introduced the water mechanics and the water enemies, even like the hydro pumps that lifts you up and the slides. All around, this game is very phenomenal. I remember playing this game for hours on end when I was a kid.